Ever wondered what sanctions are and how they actually work? Well, at their core, sanctions are coercive measures taken by one or more countries or international organizations against another country, group, or individual. The goal? To change the behavior, policy, or leadership of the entity receiving the sanctions. Sanctions can come in different forms: economic, political, military, or diplomatic. The most common among these are economic sanctions. Trade embargoes, asset freezes, and financial restrictions fall under this category. They can have a significant impact, making it difficult for the target to do business and obtain essential goods and services. On the other hand, political sanctions are aimed at isolating the target from the international community. These can include diplomatic downgrades, travel bans, and even the expulsion of diplomats. Military sanctions, such as arms embargoes, no-fly zones, and blockades, are imposed to prevent the target country from using military force or to deter it from developing weapons of mass destruction. Then we have diplomatic sanctions, which can include downgrading diplomatic relations, suspending technical assistance, and withdrawing from international organizations. These are typically intended to send a strong message of disapproval and to put pressure on the target country to change its behavior. Diving deeper, sanctions can be classified into a number of different types. Unilateral sanctions are imposed by a single country. Multilateral sanctions, on the other hand, are imposed by a group of countries or an international organization, like the United Nations Security Council. Then we have targeted sanctions, which are imposed on specific individuals, groups, or entities. And finally, comprehensive sanctions, which are imposed on a whole country or region. The purpose of sanctions can vary. They can be used to promote democracy and human rights, prevent the spread of weapons of mass destruction, or maintain international peace and security. Sanctions can be imposed by individual countries, international organizations, or regional organizations. For example, the United States has imposed unilateral sanctions on countries like Cuba, Iran, and Russia. The United Nations Security Council has imposed multilateral sanctions on countries like Iran, North Korea, and Somalia, and the European Union has imposed sanctions on countries like Russia and Syria. In conclusion, sanctions are a powerful tool that can be used to influence the behavior of countries and individuals. However, they can also have unintended consequences, such as harming the civilian population of the target country. Therefore, it's important to carefully consider the potential benefits and drawbacks of sanctions before imposing them. So, the next time you hear about sanctions in the news, you'll have a clear understanding of what they are, how they work, and their potential impacts.